Oh, we are wrapping up this Thursday under plenty of sunshine. It is chilly and there is no precipitation in sight. Hey everyone, good evening. Darrell Winninger here, Chief Meteorologist at Central Oregon Daily News. And across our Tri-County area today, in Central Oregon, we've already started to see a shift in the weather pattern. Now this is a transitional period when we're looking at going from a wetter pattern that we had last night with showers and even some snow at elevation to more sunshine and a warming trend that's going to bring our temperatures back above average for this time of the year. But right here, right now, across the high desert, a gorgeous sunset once again. Central Oregon is not disappointing. Looking out towards the Cascades, you can see that there are very little clouds at all. And there are some through the mountains, but look at that. Look at Bachelor at the top of Outback. There's a little bit of snow on the ground. So let's go ahead and shift gears, talk about snow that fell through the early morning hours. As of 11 p.m. last night, the evening show, or the night side show, I should say, we didn't have any snow that was falling except for a little bit of wintry mix through the Cascades. So this was all early morning, and both Hoodoo and Bachelor have snow on the ground, but it is a very light dusting of snow. Last I checked at Bachelor, there was only 2 inches on the snow stake, and that was before they cleared it earlier. But when we go ahead and look at some numbers from just snowfall analysis, this is taken from radar coverage through the last 12 hours or so, and it shows us where there was snow and about how much fell. Now this is a good idea. It's definitely not better than having actual measurements like we have with the snow stake. So it shows 1.5 inches at Bachelor. We know that Bachelor did get 2, so it's a little off, but still less than 4 inches, which is right on target with what the forecast had. There was a little bit of snow through Cineam, Willamette Pass, and even getting up to Diamond Lake Junction. We had 2 to 4 inches, but not too much at all. Those dark blue spots, that's where we actually had 4 inches, and already it is clearing out. Now, through the overnight hours, some areas of fog are going to be possible again. That's due in part to the remnant moisture over the Pacific Northwest and this ridge of high pressure. High pressure brings subsidence. Subsidence means the atmosphere is quite literally pushing down. That's why it's high pressure at the surface. Now, our next system is still way out over the Pacific Ocean, and it holds off until Sunday because of this ridge of high pressure, just keeping it clear for us. Now, with high pressure, we're going to get a little bit of warm air advection, which means temperatures are going to be picking up, due in part to sunshine, but also some warmer air rolling into the Pacific Northwest. So even when we look at infrared satellite imagery, it is very clear through the Tri-County area, and there's an enhancement on this one that really pulls out those tall clouds. We just don't have much of anything through the high desert, and those white lines you see everywhere, those are isobars. Those are lines of constant pressure, and really it's just helping to paint the picture that we have a ridge of high pressure building over the region. And where you see the yellow and the dark blue on this water vapor satellite imagery, that's just where we have a dry air mass. So it's a dry, chilly air mass parked over the high desert. Now tonight, even though we have a dry air mass closer to the surface, it's not as dry. We'll look at relative humidity here in just a few seconds. But during the overnight hours, some areas of fog are once again going to be possible. Where that happens, it will be freezing fog because it is getting cold tonight, and then that lifts up and dissipates through the day. No rain expected with that, except a few areas of drizzle, maybe some flurries in those areas of freezing fog. But then through the rest of Friday, in and out covers in the forecast, so mostly sunny through the high desert. By Saturday, mostly sunny to partly cloudy, still dry. Now when it comes to relative humidity around Warm Springs, we already have a setup that is conducive of producing some fog, and in other parts of the Tri-County area, not quite there. But look at this. We have moderate to high percentages across the high desert, and as we go forward through the rest of this evening, temperatures fall. Dew point is slow to move. We could be looking at some developing fog as that temperature gets closer to the dew point, which means higher relative humidity. Now, when it comes to temperatures today, we didn't go very far. Topped out in the 40s. Currently, we're still in the 40s, except for the spots that aren't. We're in the 30s there, and it's already chilly. It's getting cold tonight, even though temperatures are still running between 4 degrees cooler and 8 degrees warmer than they were just 24 hours ago. Now, let's talk temperatures. Tonight, we're falling through the 30s and into the 20s with a few teens possible. It will be a cold start on the high desert, and then the warming trend begins. By Friday afternoon, we're looking at warming through the 40s, reaching into the 50s for a little bit, then coming right back down. So it's still going to be chilly, but that that sunshine's definitely going to help. Now, between this evening and Sunday at 11 p.m., we are looking at more rain with some snow in the Cascades. That's because of our next system. That next system holds off until late Sunday through early Monday, very similar to the one that just pushed through last night. It's going to bring a dip in temperatures. We're expecting snow in the mountains, rain and snow showers in our lower elevations. And here's how it plays out. Through the first of this forecast model that we're using, it is one of the ones we typically use on air. I stretched it out a little bit longer, and so it's not as high resolution as the one we were just looking at, but it's still going to help paint the picture of what we can expect. Next up, we'll have the GFS, which is a long-range forecast model, and it goes all the way through the next 7 days. This one, not quite there. So through the overnight hours, some areas of fog expected under this high pressure. By Friday, mostly sunny. The warming begins. By Saturday, the warming peaks. We're looking at mid to upper 50s, a few 60s possible, but they'll be few and far between. By Sunday, a dip in temperatures as more clouds roll into the high desert, then rain and mountain snow, followed by some lingering flurries by Monday morning. During the afternoon, we start to clear out once again. By Tuesday, in and out covers expected, and that pattern just continues through the rest of our 7-day planner. So let's shift gears. Let's look at a different forecast model. This one is the GFS. This is that long range model. Now, I have it starting at Sunday 11 p.m. Already that cold front pushing through, so let's go ahead and let me just I'm going to take this time to just back it up just a little bit. Let's back it up to Thursday at 11 p.m. So we're just have the whole picture painted out in front of us. So here through the next couple of hours, we don't see much. It's going to be very clear. Some areas of fog possible tonight. More sunshine Friday and Saturday. By Sunday, that's when this next front starts to roll through. This next front will bring scattered showers, and just so you know, I'm rocking it back and forth, just so we have a good picture of what's happening. The showers start up during the afternoon hours. Snow levels fall. We're looking at some potential snow during the early morning hours of Monday, and then in and out clouds are expected Tuesday, and by Wednesday another system rolls through the high desert. So we are going to be getting in an active weather pattern. A little bit of a break late Monday through Tuesday, and then another system rolls into the region, but nevertheless, we are expecting some precipitation Sunday night going into Monday, and I have to fast forward to get there. And so between now and Saturday at 3 p.m., we're not expecting anything. All this pushes through overnight, Sunday night going into Monday. And during that time, we're actually looking at some snow totals that aren't going to be too impressive for the most part. By Sunday at 11 p.m., it shows that we could be getting 4+ inches through the Cascades. Let me pull a different one in here. That one wasn't too good. This one really helps us out, and because it goes all the way until Monday at noon. And it's not much different. We could get 4 inches through San Diego Pass, could get 4 inches plus up at Bachelor, and even Diamond Lake Junction shows some light totals. So not too impressive there, but through that one system, we are expecting mountain snow, some showers in the lower elevations. The next one rolls through on Wednesday. It doesn't look too impressive either, and we are praying for even more snow in the Cascades because of the opening of snow season right around the corner, and we just don't have enough up there. Wind gusts, barely registering. Actual winds, a gentle breeze. Now, through the next 24 hours or so, a wind stay at a light breeze. Could get a little breezy at times during the day on Saturday as that next system starts to roll this way, but it's not going to be too strong. So for tonight, we're talking 20s with some teens out there. By Friday, some in and out clouds, mostly during the PM. Areas of AM fog also possible. Highs in the 50s with some 40s. Then temperatures pick up a little bit more Saturday and Sunday. Sunday night's our next system. By Monday, it's chilly. We get those in and out clouds, and another system approaches the high desert for Wednesday and Thursday. So a quick recap for you. Here are your weather headlines for this Thursday, November the 20th. A warming trend is setting up. We're going to be warming right into this weekend. Cold nights are staying in the forecast. Dry days are in the planner until our next system. That comes through Sunday and Monday, and that next system is going to bring us more precipitation, especially snow in the highest elevations. And you know what? We really need it because when it comes to observed precipitation in the last 30 days, we are way behind. We need to catch up, and last night's system didn't help too much. It only helped a little bit, so that puts us on either side of average for the last 365 days. Today is Thursday, so the drought monitor is released. This is what it looked like last week. This is what it looks like this week. Not much changing because we didn't see much at all in the way of precipitation outside of the normal. But that is the latest in weather. Join us tonight on Central Oregon Daily News. We're going to have the latest headlines, your most reliable forecast, everything you need to know, and I'll let you know when that fog starts to develop. That's it for now. We'll see you then.